Hey guys, welcome to another video for the Catholic Pipesteader. Um, so this is just to kind of add on from my first video yesterday. So yeah, just that kind of so you can get to know me. Today is going to be what's in a name, and I want to explain to you why I'm called the Catholic Pipesteader. And also at the end of this video, I'm going to show you what's in the bag. So y'all can kind of get a feel for my day-to-day carry and stuff like that. So let's start out with I guess the first word in the name, Catholic. As you can see, as you can probably know, I am a Catholic, a convert, no less. I was born a Southern Baptist and pretty much stayed in the church until my late teens when I met my girlfriend, now wife. She went to a Pentecostal church, and I went there. I was like, whoa, man, flashing lights, you got fog machines, you got, crazy graphics on the screens up there. Man, this is awesome. Really excited the senses, And we stayed at that church for another 15 so years, we were married through it. We dedicated our first child through that church, anointing with oils and all that. And it was good times. But I wanted something a little bit more from my faith. I'm deep down, I'm a spiritual person, and I need to connect with it. And I wasn't connecting with what we had there. It's band up front, praise and worship, and then a message from the pastor, and then just that's it. And then there was nothing holy, there was nothing there reverent. Everyone was just, had cups of coffee and food in the sanctuary as church was going on. I was just, it didn't evoke the spiritual side of me. So I was looking for something different, and I started researching Christianity as a whole, and still didn't come up with Catholicism. I was noting a lot how most of the great Christians in the past were Catholic, but that was as far as it went. And then a local coffee shop opened up. I like coffee, and we got to know the owners, which were Catholic, and opened up a whole new world. They answered my questions. I was like, wow, everything you're saying is what I'm looking for. And and kind of the rest is history. They invited us to Mass, which, great timing, which was Christmas Mass, midnight Mass. And I was like, oh my gosh, am I going to a church service at midnight? What is this all about? And my gosh, blew me away. If you Christmas Mass, oh my gosh, it's just one of the most beautiful masses you can go to. It's just, and then that was it. I was a faithful Catholic after that. Joined RCIA, and whatnot, and got it all done. In fact, I'm not ready. One moment. Sorry. So, in fact, I am teaching a class on Catholicism at my parish. Now, I've gone from, a few years ago being a Protestant to now becoming Catholic and now teaching Catholic courses. Yeah, so, it's good times there. And then, yeah, and the rest is history. And I'm happy to talk about my faith. So if any of y'all have any questions, any of y'all want to learn more, just, send me a message, and I'll be happy to let you know. And then, yeah. So now let's talk about the second word in my name, a pipe, which is, of course, my pipes. And you'll notice I don't have a pipe right now. That is because I am doing this from my office at work, and they don't allow smoking indoors. So, and I wanted a nicer setting than inside of my 2007 Expedition. So, but yeah, so I haven't even been smoking pipes that long either. I have been probably about a year, maybe, that I've been smoking pipes. It started out, I was in the Army, and we were in Iraq. My sergeant major noticed I must have done something well, because he came up to me, and of course with all the military bearing I could, accepted a cigar from him, because he was a cigar smoker. And before that, I had only tried cigarettes as a teenager, didn't like them, so I wasn't smoking at the time. And man, I tried that cigar, and I was like, wow, you can taste the quality of the tobacco in it, and it was great. And I started smoking cigars after that. But man, after a while it got too expensive, and I was like, man, I gotta buy these short cigars, because I don't like, smoking, half a cigar and then coming back and having the tobacco stale, things like that. So I kind of slacked off on the cigar smoking. And then my brother mentioned that he started smoking pipes. I was like, interesting. So he brought a couple pipes over and gave me some tobacco, and I'm like, whoa, this is like up there, same quality as the cigar tobacco. He's like, it's pretty much the same thing. And the thing that got me, that I think puts pipes over cigars, is it's not pre-packaged in a smokable package. Whatever you're in the mood for, and however much time you have, you can pack your bowl with that much. You can, oh man, got a 15-minute break. You know what? Just put your little quarter bowl in there and smoke it. It's like, oh man, I've got all evening. Kids are in bed. All is done. You know what? I'm going to stuff this thing full and just sit out here for 45 minutes an hour, Just contemplate life. And I loved it. And then going and noticing the variety of pipe tobacco online, I was just like, this is awesome. I found my passion. I found my earthly passion. I found my hobby. I found what I wanted to do. So I've been buying pipes. I've been I have a few nice ones, and then I've been buying a ton of tobacco. If you follow me on Instagram and Twitter, you'll see I take pictures of my stash as I get in, and I order hundreds of dollars at a time, because I want to make sure you got, McClellan and then Dunhill starting to go out of business, and I'm trying to catch up. So, and it's funny, the very first order I ordered from smokingpipes.com, I ordered 2 cans of McClellan 40th and 2 of Frog Morton, and I got those. And no more than a week or so that I order those, did McClellan say they're going to shut down, and inventory everywhere was gone. I was just like, man, this was good timing. And now I'm trying to do that with Dunhill. Every order I make sure to throw in some Dunhill tins, just so I like Durbar, I like Nightcap, and a few others I haven't tried yet. I'm just grabbing them. But yeah. Um, yeah, and that's my piping story, and it's been a wonderful journey, and I love it. And now for the last part of my name, Stetter, Catholic Pipe Stetter, because I'm a countryman at heart. I may sit in an office, I may sit in front of a computer and stare at a screen all day, but my heart is in the country. I like being out in the sun. I like tending to the animals and letting my kids just run around and be kids, not having to worry about them getting in the street, getting hit by a car. You know, we're out in the country, we're on a dirt road that's hardly ever used, and they've got acres to run around, and it's just great. I let my son go out with his BB gun. He hunts birds and tries to shoot frogs in a pond, turtles. I mean, it's just great. You know, they're kids being kids, and we're trying to start us a homestead. So, of course, it's sad. We had a family member die, old age, just normal stuff, and we inherited 5 acres of empty land. It's just trees and grass, and we decided, you know what, our house in the city, our stuff in the city, it's eating up too much income. If we want to do something with this land, we gotta drop it. So that's what we did. We sold our house in the city. And then all the baggage that went with it, utilities and all that's gone as well. No house payment, no utilities. It's great. And we moved in with some family down the street from our property. And now we're working our property and getting it ready so we can move in and live there. So we can just live our life on our homestead, on our farm, and just, enjoy a simple, nice life. And I'm going to try to document everything. So if you can, subscribe to this channel. This is new to me, so I don't even know if I'm doing it right. I'm just talking into the camera, and shout out to Mutton Chop. He was an inspiration, and then shout out to the Pipe Professor. He is also a big inspiration in helping me in this journey, and and I'm just seeing what happens with it, and it's gonna be good. So now, love my coffee. What's in the bag? Here. So I'm going to readjust y'all here. 1 second. There you go. There you go. So this is my pipe bag I carry around with me everywhere I go. It has 4 pipes in it, and I think 5 different kinds of tobaccos, and cleaners and everything I need to successfully smoke a pipe and take care of it. So I'm gonna give you a little tour. This is a fossil, and so here we go. So let's see what's first in here. The first one I'll show you is the pipe y'all are already familiar with if you watched my first video. This is my Savin 320. Love this pipe, absolutely love it, and carry it around with me wherever I go. Next one is my Peterson. You gotta love this brand. I've been to Ireland, and beautiful country, beautiful place, but I've got my Peterson fishtail, and just love the design on it, the rustication, and this smokes really well, and love using this pipe as well. And then here I also carry around with me 2 cobs. I've got my Missouri Meerschaum Country Gentleman. This is what I normally smoke in my car while driving. Um, Mainly because I don't have to worry about hardcore maintenance with a nice pipe. I could just throw it in my mouth, smoke it while I'm driving. When I'm done, just kind of sit it down in the middle area and just let it bounce around or whatever until I get home and can clean it. So great pipe for this. And then my last one is another Missouri Meerschaum. Don't know the name of this type of what this is, but this is my guest pipe. If I'm sitting around with a friend, especially a non-smoker friend, that says, "Hey man, can I try a pipe? Can I try some tobacco?" I give them this pipe. It's a small bowl, and just let them puff on it. This is a great one. So I've had a great as a mutton chop would say, I had a great mantle with many new pipe smokers with using this pipe. And then here comes the tobacco. Again, you saw this yesterday. Currently smoking a tin of Dunhill Durbar. Great, one of my favorite blends from them. And then I've got a tin of Lane 1Q. However, I reuse this tin. I buy Lane 1Q in bulk because, it's just one of the best tobacco blends out there. And I just use this tin. When this tin, gets empty, I go to my bulk in my cellar and just refill this thing and just use this to carry around. And then these are sample baggies right here. And these have a special story that I'm going to go over in another video, but these are part of a bigger stash of samples I got from the Pipe Professor. The dude's awesome. If y'all don't know the Pipe Professor, go to his YouTube channel and just check him out. The dude's an awesome guy, and he loves to help out new pipe smokers. And this is Sutliff Mountain Pass. It's a pretty okay blend. I like it. And now one of my favorites of the samples he sent me that I'm probably gonna start buying bulk of is Split Beard Bad Santa. It's just all around heavy aromatic and tastes great, smells great. So yeah. So just depending on what mood I'm in, I just grab the tobacco I want to smoke and go with it. And then I've got my two main tools of the trade: your lighter, just Bic, and then your pipe tool. Gotta have it. And then going along in here, so something I didn't mention is most of my pipes, basically all 3 out of the 4 I just showed you use 6mm filters, except the Peterson. The Peterson fishtail doesn't accept a filter. So other than that one, the other 3 pipes I use balsa wood 6mm filters. I'm a big filter guy. I didn't know what to think about it because when I first heard about filters, I'm like, oh man, cigarettes, no, I don't want to filter nothing. But man, after watching Mutton Chop's videos, it's like, I'll try it. It helps with the saliva, so it doesn't pool up at the bottom of the bowl. It helps with the heat from the smoke. It's something really big. If you take a big puff on a pipe, if you don't have a filter in it, you got a chance of getting the some ash or whatever come up into your mouth, and it's not fun. Filters help. And to me, I haven't noticed any diminished quality between smoking the Peterson and any other pipe. They all smoke equal, and the filters are just there to help. I'm a filter guy, so I just have to go with that. And let's see here. And okay, it's Pipe cleaners, another staple of a good pipe smoker. Clean your pipes. And then finally, the last tool I use, because of the filters, is I gotta use these bad boys sometimes to pull the filter out of the pipe. You know, you just grab it and just gently, just so your hands don't get all kind of nasty. But that's what's in the bag, and it changes all the time. So guys, thank y'all for joining my channel, and I'm glad I could get y'all a longer video than my 4-minute one last time. And let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to see. You know, comments down below. Feel free to message me on any of the platforms I'm on, and I'll be happy to help. Anyways, God bless and pleasant smokes.